Hello, I'm Michael Wasley. I'm 23 years of age. I live in Gloucester and I've been playing since the age of 7. I play at the SWSA Snooker Academy, which is based in Gloucester also, so that's a great asset for me to have such a great facility here. I qualified for, through the Q School in 2012, and so I've been on the main tour. This is my first season, and I'm currently ranked approximately 75, I think. I just waiting for the updated rankings. I'm currently roughly around 75, so I've been creeping up the rankings. The last 2-3 tournaments, the German Masters and the Welsh Open, that's given me quite a boost of ranking points, so I'm hoping to jump up even further. My achievements as an amateur, the main one that springs to mind is I was the runner-up of the European Under-19s. I lost to Luca Brissell 6-5 on the black to turn professional. But I've won many events throughout England, and competed with the best English juniors, including Judd Trump and Jack Lisowski, and so yeah, there's been various tournaments throughout the country. My target within the next 24 months is to qualify for more venues. I've qualified for 2 main venues this season, which I think is quite a good achievement. I set myself up to qualify for 2, and I achieved that. But the new structure to the tour, so it's a flat 1-8 draw, so that's gonna it suits me. The German Masters and the Welsh Open I qualified for, which runs on a 1-8 flat draw, and that's what the majority of the tournaments are going to be, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm hoping I can double my my aspirations, so I was looking to creep into the 48 next season, but it could be possible I could do better than that. Yeah, On-Cue Promotions, that was set up by Paul Mount, who owns the SWSA Snooker Academy, and he took me on when I was 16, and from that day I've never had to worry about organising my travel, how I'm going to get to tournaments, funding the tournaments, and yeah, it's just been such a great help. I don't think without Paul Mount and the management company I would have achieved professional status and doing what I love, to be honest. Obviously myself, Robert Milkins, who's based here also at the SWSA Snooker Academy. 4 recent additions that are now based at the SWSA Snooker Academy are Jag Guodong, Tian Penfei, Lu Chong and Cao Yupeng, and they've moved from China and they're going to be based here, which is going to be great for myself and Rob Milkins for practice. Other people that are in the On-Cue stable includes big names such as Jimmy White, Tony Drago, and many more. We've got Mark Davis and Barry Hawkins, who have recently achieved the top 16. And I think the most recent name and the biggest name at the moment is Mark Allen, and I'm sure you've seen him achieve tournament wins. So he retained his World Open title just last week. So. I'm happy with how my first season's gone. I think everybody this year's done really, really well. So I think that's maybe faded. My ranking doesn't show how well I've done. I think in the main events I've only lost 1 first round match, and I think that's quite a good start. Obviously qualifying for the Welsh and the German, I've won numerous matches, but obviously next year I am looking to do a lot better. But as a debut season goes, I think I've done pretty well. Monday to Friday, I tend to work on the snooker table and practice on my own. and with other people, i.e. Rob Milkins. And I try and get a good balance of solo practice and playing practice matches. I also work here part-time as well, so that gives me an extra fund if snooker isn't going too well. Whilst you lower down the rankings, the money's not exactly great. That's why I'm looking forward to next season, because the structure is a lot different, so it gives me a chance to earn a proper income through snooker. But no, I enjoy working here and earning my money with another job also, and it's just great to be a part of SWSA Snooker Academy. So I'd do anything. Yeah, with On-Cue Promotions, Paul Mount has employed Terry Griffiths to work with all the players. So I'm really fortunate to have access with Terry, and since I've been working with him, I've achieved professional status, and I've improved a lot of aspects of my game. You know, to be a professional snooker player, it takes a lot of. It doesn't just take being a good snooker player. You've got to work on other things such as your mind, your diet, and your practice regimes. It's got to be teetotal. When I was growing up, I did obviously like watching Ronnie, for the entertainment factor, the same as Jimmy White and Stephen Hendry, just for his prolific break building. But I would say my main idol today would be Paul Mount, because to do what he's done within the sport and to do what he's done for me, you know, I could only dream of things happening like this, and he's made it possible. The skills needed to be a professional snooker player would be a lot of dedication. You've got to have the will to learn and to listen to others. A good coach will tell you your errors and tell you what you're doing wrong so you can improve that. And you've just got to be willing to put in all the hours you can and sacrifice maybe a part of your social life, because during your learning period, when you're younger, it does take up a lot of social time. So you could say it's a misspent youth, but I'm reaping the rewards now. The pressures involved, I would say, is performing. You want to go out to a crowd and perform the best you can, and I think the disappointment strikes when that doesn't happen. But I think the player's main focus is to go out and win, and the pressures of the other player, if he's playing well, can have the pressure reversed onto you, and you've got the pressure of you need to play well to beat them. There's other pressures, such as when you lower down the rankings, if people don't have a job, you've got the pressures of money. So if you don't, a player would be thinking, if you don't win this match, you're not going to earn anything, and then you've got to wait 3 or 4 weeks to your next match to try and earn some money. Some players on the tour don't have managers or management companies, and they fund it themselves, so it can be really difficult to deal with the pressures of that. Yeah, I'd recommend it to anybody. It's a great facility. It's been classed as the world's best facility, and you don't get that status for no reason. We've got a number of professionals here, but we've got a number of juniors and aspiring people to be the best players that they can be. So we accommodate for people of all standards and all ages, and I think that's important. We're not just a professional facility, we're also an academy that is built on training people to be the best that they can be. The the best advice I could give is to practice as much as you can. I think when you're learning the game, it's about table time. So when I was that age, maybe 13, 14, I would be doing a lot more hours than I'm doing now. I think the only difference is now is I work smarter, so I work it around my routine. But certainly when you're younger, just try and play as often as you can and pot as many balls as you can, because at the end of the day, snooker is all about potting.